Aisling is 31 and she's still a complete Aisling, but now finds herself in New York grappling with the dating game and the always-on work culture. So, can she retain her New York state of mind? It is Aisling and the City, and we are privileged to be joined by authors Emer McLysaght and Sarah Breen. I have to say, these Aisling books have obviously been incredible. We already mentioned hundreds of thousands sold. Talk to us about Aisling making the big move to the big city.
I think we always had it in the back of our heads that we might send Aisling to New York. When we wrote our first book, and it was kind of a surprise success, and then our publisher said, well, will you write another one? I think our initial idea was, let's send her to New York.
Yeah, we floated it. But they said then that it was kind of too soon maybe to kind of better down in Ireland a little bit more. But New York is such an iconic Aisling destination.
It just seems like a real place for Aislings, and we're Aislings and we've both been and we've done all the bits. It just seems like such an iconic Aisling destination, and we wanted a place that would challenge her. We'd already done books where she's in Dublin, where she's down home in Ballygobards. So it just felt like if we were going to take her out of Ireland, it felt like the natural place to go.
And it just seems like, I think we all hear about New York. We all know people over there playing GAA, the dating game. I think a lot of Irish seem to kind of date Irish. And, there's a lot, I suppose it kind of seems like a very different world when in actual fact it's 6 hours away in a plane.
Yeah, and when Aisling goes over there, she, is expecting to meet people from everywhere, and she ends up getting quite friendly with a bunch of Irish people, which I think happens to a lot of people. And they're the Irish mafia, and she kind of tries to infiltrate, and it doesn't go so well. But yeah, I mean, it was just the natural choice for us to take her to New York.
Yeah, and with her going over, we didn't want Aisling's journey in New York to just be about meeting Irish people and spending time with Irish people. So we did put a good bit of effort into her meeting other people with different experiences, and her roommate is very different to her. And
crucially, she goes on a lot of dates.
Yeah, she goes on a lot of dates.
Dating culture in New York is so different to here. It's just part of the kind of weekly, lifestyle. So she meets some interesting characters.
We wanted her when she was going to New York to be aggressively dated, because she'd be used to kind of dating someone in Ireland is you go out together 7 times and have a good few drinks, and then it's a relationship when somebody meets someone else's parents, and that's it. Whereas in New York it's very you could have 4 dates in a week.
People want to go for coffee, people want to have breakfast, they want to go for walking dates, they want to do
Actually,
exercise
dates in daylight.
Yeah, and same day dates, getting a text in the morning to say, do you want to do something in 2 hours? It's a lot for her.
We had a lot of fun with that. And also in our first book, we saw Aisling in an office culture where she really, really thrives, where there's rules and kind of talking all about dishwashers and the right and wrong way to load them, and your mother doesn't work here.
And don't heat up fish in the microwave. Yeah. And she really does well in that environment. And then, I guess she thinks everything is going to be so different in New York, but when she gets there, it's the same people who are not rinsing out their recyclables. Yeah. So she's on it again, trying to keep everything going. Yeah. I know.
Dishwashers, how to stock dishwashers, near and dear to my heart.
People putting in dirty things in with the clean bits and everything. Just really grinds her gears.
It was fun to put her back into that office environment again, back with, as Sarah said, the same people, just in a different country.
It just shows it's universal.
It's universal. Nobody can do the dishwasher.
Yeah.
You can if you practice. You can never work in.
Tom is an Aisling in the kitchen.